Hey guys, Nabil here. As you know, we didn't get any silhouette today, so that probably means, or not probably, it means we're not getting a new King of Fighters trailer tomorrow, right? Or in the next few hours. Surprisingly, we didn't even get that announcement, which made a lot of people unhappy a couple weeks ago, and SNK said that the next trailer is gonna happen in 2 weeks. So they just decided not to do that either. So now it's do I wish to get those last minute cancellations and saying we're getting a trailer next week? Yeah, I think it's better than saying nothing at all. I mean, unless maybe we're not getting a new trailer next week. Maybe the SNK staff is on vacation. I don't know. But it was a little bit disappointing. Again, I love SNK. I can't wait for the King of Fighters 15, but I do wish that they communicated a little bit better when it comes to these things. Again, no, they're not, they don't have to give us trailers every week, but fans have gotten used to it. And I think it's really keeping the hype going up. And doing these things kind of hinders the hype a little bit. But not my hype though, because I'm really amped up to know more about the King of Fighters 15. So I decided to make this video to talk about something else, right? I'm not going to be talking about the trailers, right? Even though I believe it's time for a brand new full feature trailer, kind of like the one we had in January, because, the game is, it's coming out in 8 months probably. In Japan they said spring, and we have Q1. So if you put Q1 and spring together, that means the end of March 2022. So that makes it about 8 months from now, which is, it's getting close, guys. But something happened, and not to the King of Fighters, to another game that made me think about the potential that the King of Fighters 15 have. Guilty Gear Strive, as you guys probably know, is really killing it right now. The game is amazing, great graphics, and of course the netcode is something we have never seen before. It really feels like you're playing someone next to you, which is, of course everyone wants that for their favorite fighting game, and I would love that to see something similar in the King of Fighters 15. Now, the King of Fighters 15 is getting rollback netcode. We knew this a few months ago, right? But something again with the Guilty Gear Strive that is really making me wish SNK will do the same is that the developers, ArcSys Systems, have said that they're gonna bring cross-platform online. Yes, PC players are going to be able to play with the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4, folks. And we already have PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 crossplay for Guilty Gear. Now, PC players are going to be able to matchmake, and this is huge. This is really huge. This was something back in the day we wished for, and we never dreamed it would happen. Of course, the first time it happened, in a fighting game at least, is with the Street Fighter V, as PC players could play with PlayStation 4 players. Mortal Kombat 11 also did that, but they did exclude the PC gang. In fact, they allowed PlayStation 4/5 to play against the Xbox One /Xbox Series S/Series X, and it was this happened quite a while after the release of the game. Now, the King of Fighters 15 is coming out next year, right? And other companies doing this kind of thing kind of makes it puts a little bit of pressure on SNK to do the same. I really wish they can do that. So I don't know if they're gonna do it or not. They haven't announced anything, and I'm not pushing them to. I mean, everything comes in its time, but I just want to look at the release platforms, and then we can discuss the possibility of crossplay between the different platforms. Now, as you know, check this out. As you know, the King of Fighters 15 is coming out Q1 2022, and it's going to be released on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, Steam, Windows, the gaming platform, and EGS, right? Epic Game Store. So let's look at how things are here. Let's start with the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I think this is a given. We're gonna get crossplay between the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. I mean, Sony allows that. I mean, it's very much you can matchmake against. If you have a PlayStation 5, you can matchmake with people from the PlayStation 4. And this is already great because not a lot of people have PlayStation 5 yet. It's really difficult to get. So those of people who have PlayStation 5 shouldn't worry about not finding people online, because they'll eventually be able to play against people from the PlayStation 4, and that's a given. That's a little, the small echo system for Sony, PlayStation ecosystem, and that's fine. We'll put that on the side. Now let's look at the other things. We have Xbox Series and Windows Store. And there is a big possibility that these two platforms are going to be able to crossplay between each other, because we've seen this happen. We've seen this happen in Killer Instinct, Forza, a lot of, most of the, not all of them, but most of the games that are released both on the PC and on the Xbox, if they come with the smart delivery, whatever they call it, they can crossplay. It's really easy to do. It's not gonna require SNK to do a lot of extra work. So that's almost a given, maybe not as a given as a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, but that's a possibility. So you already have, and if you can play Xbox Gang with the PC, that's already great. If for people who buy it on the Microsoft Windows gaming store, right? Now that's another crossplay possibility in there. Now let's look at the other ones. We have Steam and Epic Game Store. There have been many instances and many games that actually could play, where players from Steam could play against people from Epic Game Store. And a recent example would be Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection. You can actually play against people from both sides. You can if you have the game on Steam, you can play against people on EGS and vice versa. It doesn't help much because the online and netcode of that game is terrible, and there's not a lot of people online, unfortunately. But the technology is there, which is surprising that SNK did not do the same for Samurai Showdown 2019, which was just released on Steam a couple weeks ago. They can do, but it's a possibility. Now, I don't know if any game out there has the possibility to crossplay between Steam and Windows Game Store. Now, might be mistaken. There are a couple games I believe that have that, but I could be mistaken. Maybe you guys could let me know in the comment section. But if that's a possibility, that means at least anyone who gets the game on PC will be able to crossplay between each other, right? And that is in itself great. Now let's go back to the second point when I was talking about the Xbox, and I said that the Xbox Series X and Series S would be able to crossplay with Windows. So if Xbox Series X can crossplay with Windows, and Windows can crossplay with Steam and EGS, then you already have the Xbox version. Can be, it's possible for them to play against all the other platforms, which makes it crazy if that happens, right? And if that happens, could SNK actually create, make it possible for people with the PlayStation to crossplay with all these gangs right here? I really hope so, because if we get crossplay, and if we get, and we aren't getting, rollback netcode, this could be one of the best fighting games releases, right? And it's coming out at a time when there's no other competition, right? Guilty Gear will have been released by 9 or 10 months. What other fighting game is coming out in 2022? I don't know if there's any other game coming out around that release window. And if it comes out with great netcode, crossplay, this could be the momentum that SNK needs, that the King of Fighters needs to actually reach more homes and more players. The King of Fighters is a great series, a great franchise, but it remains to be a niche among a lot of people, especially in North America. So if this has great netcode, crossplay capabilities, we could be looking at the true coming back of SNK and the true rebirth, if you will, of the King of Fighters franchise. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. I really hope this happens, and if this happens, man, again, I guarantee you the King of Fighters is going to be a great success for SNK, which is exactly what we want. So what do you guys think? Leave me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I drop a new video. And until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Neo Geo Now. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not done so, and I would like to take this opportunity and thank my patrons for supporting the channel and making this content possible. Making daily videos and especially the documentaries and lore episodes takes a very long time and a lot of effort, and being able to get some support for these time-consuming tasks allow me to keep going and strive for more and better content. With that said, I want to give a big special shout out to Michael, Bryant Yard, Fahad Aswaidi, Heinz Green 3, SSBM Slick Tricks, Jacques Paul, and Ken Suenaga. As well as special thanks to Shaka Asamiya, Refugio Robles, Felipe Guimara, Ji Hao Ju, Gil Sal, Muhammad Al-Blushi, Anthony Longino, and Bernd Ritmas. Those of you who are not yet NeoGeoNow patrons, I hope you will check my Patreon page where you can become patrons, helping the channel produce more videos, as well as receive special perks that are exclusive to patrons, like early access to videos, exclusive making-offs, and other SNK digital goodies. Link for the NeoGeo Patreon page is in the description below. So until next time, thank you for watching.